everybody, this is Matt from Big Little Robot, and I have here the Transformers Masterpiece MP-27 Ironhide. I don't have a coin, unfortunately. I don't know where it is, but I wasn't really looking for the coin at this point in time. Just wanted to get this figure. You can pick him up at toyfiguremasterpiece.com or just type in tfmasterpiece.com for short and have them look-see. So anyway, this is typical. I mean, everyone has seen the box probably by now. If you haven't, here it is, the Nissan Cherry Vanette. Awesome looking vehicle. Yeah, dude, this thing is real cool, man. I mean, I know you pull in the ladies when you're driving one of these. And over here you have the Transformers Masterpiece logo up on the top and a picture of Ironhide kicking butt here on the side. Gibberish. Oh, sorry for you guys that like to read that. Here it is. And over here on the back we have some details. This is a history of the Nissan Vanette and some other history over here. The only thing I can read for you is that says 1978 over there. So that's all I can do for you. And maybe some of these specs over here, but I'm not going to talk about the vehicle because, ooh, I mean, sure, you want the vehicle or you want the contents inside. So, and that's what we're going for. And this thing is just loaded. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here if you can take a better look at that. Hopefully this camera can focus on it. But yeah, this thing is just absolutely loaded. So why don't we just, why don't we open this thing up and see exactly what's inside? This thing is just absolutely loaded. We've got all kinds of gadgets in here. Everything from the laser pistol to the static laser gun, missile launcher, alternate hands, his wrist sonadar. We're talking the chest screen. Has some really cool stuff here, and we'll go through it one by one and talk about it. So let's, I don't know, I'll make it a surprise where we're going to start. So the first thing I want to get out of the way is the card in the manual. The card is pretty cool. It's got some nice art on there. Hopefully you guys can see that. I hope it's focusing. And over here we have some of his stats. That's pretty cool, but I've seen enough of these cards that I don't really care for them anymore, but they are awesome to have. And then we have the instruction manual. And this is, I feel like this is a pretty large, elaborate manual. So, oh goodness. Let's this thing open. Check this out over here. I mean, can you guys see all of that? I mean, you know, I do like that there's actually a little bit of explanation of this in English too. So you can see his stats over here: the strength, intelligence, speed, endurance, rank, courage, fire blast, his skill. And you could see the stats of the Nissan Vanette. That is an awesome vehicle. Did I not say that already? Yeah, man, really picking up the ladies with that. I know you are. So, over here, we have some more details about the laser pistols, the static laser gun, the liquid shooter that can shoot out all kinds of weird things, and the utility sensor, and the missile launcher, and the jet thruster. But yeah, anyway, that's those two things, and let's get out of this and into something else. Alright, and we have some of the accessories that it comes with. It's kind of strange though, because as I was going through the manual and everything, it's funny, they called this the utility sensor. I mean, I don't know if he actually called it the utility sensor. I remember Ironhide saying that it was his sonadar, and he was using it to find the fossils behind the rocks back in the older G1 series. But this is an option that's pretty cool. And all these parts actually, it seems like they have different names in the manuals. But I mean, I don't mind them. That's the car, right? And they have the way they do their things, and Hasbro's got the way they do theirs. So moving on, let's talk about some of the pieces that it does come with. This is the face sculpt right here, and I like that. That's just kind of all out screaming with machine guns blazing and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. And this is actually, I mean, this is supposed to, I don't know if this is supposed to be a sled or if it's supposed to be a weapons cache or whatever it's supposed to be, but it does hold all of your items, and we can go ahead and we'll just begin by putting Ironhide's face down on the bottom. And the other parts and components that it comes with, I mean, there's a whole lot of things, and I don't think it really matters how you put everything in, but there are instructions on like where each one of these go, which I think is kind of strange, but I mean, to each his own. So we have this stand over here, we have his jetpack, and these two little effects over here will connect into it, and when you're done, you can just go ahead and place this right here if you want, and you can put those there like that. And then we have this actually came separate, but this missile goes inside to this missile launcher over here, and this folds down like that, and that's the extent of it really. Is woohoo, this it. Okay, so yeah, but you can, I don't know, probably put this right there. Makes sense, right? Largest gun. And then we have the, I thought this was the water cannon, but I could be wrong. This can go over here like this, and then you have his blasters over here. They can go like this, and the tray here. And I don't remember what these are, but if I want to keep them looking symmetrical, I think I'll keep one on both sides, like so. And then we have alternate hand sculpts where he could shoot fire from his fingers. Nice fire blast to toast out some of the Decepticons. And that goes in there like that. And then finally this. Oh, I don't have a place for this. Do I have a place for this? I don't think I have a place for it. Oh, yeah, there's plenty. And there's a spot for it here. And I have one spot missing. I don't know. Maybe I lost something. Maybe something was supposed to go there. I'm not too sure. But anyway, that's it. That's the holder. That's how everything goes inside of it. It's not really entirely impressive, but it is convenient if you're going to put these to the side, or just use the tray and put it back into the box. But yeah, this is it. So this is it for the accessories. But now let's take a look at Ironhide himself. And here we have Ironhide in robot mode. And as you can see, he does seem to look a little hefty. But that's only the camera angle. They say the camera adds 5 pounds, so this is probably a really good example of the camera adding 5 pounds. He doesn't really look that bad. I mean, how I'm looking at him and how you guys see him are completely different. I actually see him up here at this angle, and he looks a lot better from this angle than he does from this angle. But I promise you, this guy is just absolutely awesome, and I totally dig it. I didn't think I would like him at first, but yeah, he's just... This figure just grew on me in a heartbeat. It's definitely something worth having in your collection. So yeah, this is him. I mean, he's pretty much got the standard. He has the ankle swivel over here. He can bend at the knee, and he can also twist and turn at the knee, which is nice. There isn't any kind of like detail here on the inside or on the back to show some sort of like electronic movement or some sort of metal going on. And I kind of miss that, because that was one of the things that the MP-10 did, was to kind of express that part of it. But they really look like they went all G1 with this, and they tried their best to keep it that way. If you want to move his foot forward, go ahead, and you want to give him like a nice front kick, that is absolutely possible, and that's all in as far as it goes. And if you want to do the other side too, you can kick his other leg up, and sure enough, the other side will do that too. Just that folds up, and do a kick like that. Just when you're done, make sure you put that down, because if you guys are looking what I'm looking at, we'll just put that right back down there like that. Okay, so continuing on, his shoulders are actually pretty decent. That's actually a ratchet going in and outward, and it's kind of rough on the shoulder. And the other rotation is a 360 degree, except the shoulder tends to get in the way a little bit. But that's pretty decent. It works nice. It's not too stiff, it's not too loose. The face mask up at the top, or just the face actually, this can actually be removed, and there's somewhat of like a button over here, and all you have to do is just push it forward and his face will come off just easily. No worries with that. And if you want to use the alternate sculpt, you can use the alternate sculpt. Put it right back on there like that. Oh! So, yeah. That's he's kind of like in his battle cry, I guess. So this is actually a solid looking figure. I really like how it's designed. I kind of wish that the shoulders were just a little bit higher. They sit a little low. If they were just like a 1/4 inch higher, it would kind of give them more of that linebacker look, and that's something I was actually expecting or hoping would be integrated with the figure, but it wasn't. Maybe someone out there will have something sort of like extension or something that they could put over the shoulders. I'm sure some sort of like aftermarket piece later will definitely come into play for this guy, because this is seriously a great looking figure. This guy's just absolutely fantastic. Some of the other features that he has, if you want to flip in his arm and you want to put in different hand joints, you can do that too. Our different hand pieces. So for example, we have this here. If he wants to fire flames or liquid molten lava or something at the enemy, sure. Die Decepticons. If you want to use this, they give you a pen cap. Somebody at Takara lost their pen, that you can stick that on there. That's nice too. Or perhaps you'd want this, and I don't remember what this was from the G1 cartoon. I can't really remember, but that is also an option. So yeah, all these great parts and pieces, and a nice little G1 recreation, G1 cartoon recreation. When the Autobots were first learning about, when they were learning about the dinosaurs in the Cretaceous period, and they went looking for fossils, what they found in the rocks, there's a scene from the G1 cartoon where Ironhide takes out his sonar and he points it at the wall, and then the reading shows on his chest, and that reading is displayed there, and it looks a little bit like that, plus or minus some designs in the background, but I kind of like that. That's pretty neat. And this here is a size comparison, so if you guys just want to get a good feel for how tall he actually is, let me just move this out of the way. You can kind of get an idea right here compared to his other comrades. And so I guess with these characters you can kind of get a better feel for his height. Like I was saying before, the angle that you tend to look at your figures is actually up here. So this is what he actually tends to look like with all of the other robots, and depending on how high up you have them on your shelf too. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much his height. And if you want to put him back to back with a couple figures, I mean, that's back to back with Bumblebee. We got him back to back with Prowl, and having him back to back with Optimus. And I actually like how he pairs up with Optimus. It's definitely a good height for all the figures, so the scale is pretty decent, and I like that. This is Matt from Big Little Robot. If you liked what you see, please subscribe. If you just liked the video, like it. And if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment down below, they're much appreciated. Again, if you want to pick this up, you can get it at tfmasterpiece.com. And that's it for me. I'm signing out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.